All right. Oh, shoot, there's already people on. I see Alex is here. Open that a little bit. All right, we're live. Hopefully I have this on. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, a little late. Normal, I guess. It's getting towards fall weather, so I'll probably be closer to the regular 8 o'clock. So, watch display. I'm in. Dustin, Dimitri. Tay is saying the first time on one of the lives. That's pretty cool. Hopefully, you can stick around for a little bit. Danielle's here. Slicey Dicey. Lyndon, David, Chris. Hey, guys. I just shot a video and uploaded it, and I'll drop it as soon as the live is over. I'll drop it. It's of this watch right back here. So soon as the live is done, which we could end it right now if you guys just want to watch that. I mean, I could go back to doing whatever if you guys want to just cut it early. No, I won't. I'll try to go an hour. And then I have that video coming out, and then tons of stuff. Scott Rice is checking in. Dirk is here. Slicey Dicey is flirting with getting into watches. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's gonna tell you not to do it, but screw it, man. Just do it. Get into watches, knives. Do everything. Just collect everything. There's actually a G-Shock Square that says collect everything on it. It's the illest square too. So it's the illest square, and it says collect everything on it. That one's a really cool model. Let's see. Andrew says he just picked up a new Omega Seamaster Blue dial from the AD on Saturday. The new Seamaster is way better than the Submariner, having tried both. Yeah, that's very subjective. I mean, that could go. Everyone's going to have their preference one way or the other. But I will tell you this. I like my Seamaster 100%. But I've never owned a Submariner. So, and no, I'm not going to start this one up. So I'm going to let this one chill for a little bit. It's taken a pre-game rest because in a couple more days I will start another watch fast, and I titled this live about the watch fast, and I'm still wearing the Tudor Black Bay 41, and I have to say doing the watch fast is probably the best thing I've done as far as an experiment with me and watches. I've learned more about my taste and how I want to wear a watch and everything like that. And going forward, I'm definitely going to be doing things differently. So, yeah, and Dane still is doing his challenge. His challenge is a little bit different. He is wearing a different Zelos every day. He is kind of like Mr. Zelos. So, in these last few days, he posted up a crazy one today with its Damascus chronograph, which is like a Damascus steel, where it has the layers, the crazy colors, but out of titanium, so pretty insane. And Zelos did just release a couple of different colorways of a newer Damascus one, which sold out instantly. So those are pretty cool. So the next 2 days, I'm looking forward to see what Dane posts up. I, of course, will keep posting up this watch. Posting up, I mean, in my in the Discord chat for my Patreon group. So a watch fast. Typically, I don't know if anybody else did it before, but there's a watch podcast called the Two Broke Watch Snobs, and there's a couple of guys on there, Kaz and Mike, and I don't know. That's the first place I had heard it, but essentially what they do is, in their scenario anyway, and in my case, you choose a watch and you wear that watch for 30 days straight. So like, some people will fast. It's pretty extreme, but they'll fast for like 30 days straight. They won't eat. Basically, you're kind of doing the same concept, but with a watch. And it forces you to either really like the watch or really understand that you don't like the watch, sort of thing. But it does other things too. And I'm going to talk about the watch fast and what I've learned from it in a more detailed video. I mean, we can brush on it in the live stream. And I'm sure there's other people that have done it as well. But yeah, the watch fast, it does more than just teach you about that actual watch. I think it goes a little bit deeper than that, or you could potentially allow the experience to affect you more profoundly. So, yeah, I don't know, Pumpernickel, you might get put in check there. Be careful. I do have some people watching the comments, so be careful. Let's see. Did you end up keeping the SKX mod, Great Turtle? No, I didn't. That did finally sell. I just had to answer a few questions that the new owner wanted to have clarified, and I did ship that. So that did go. That is gone. Let's see. How hard is the Turtle to SKX swap? If you're talking about all the components and everything, it's actually crazy easy. I've done it on a live video, and I think I've done it in a regular video before. So it's crazy easy. The most complicated thing, honestly, would be probably the crown and stem, but even that can be made easy if you purchase the Seiko Sarb 059, is it 59? I think, crown. So it comes as a complete assembly. It has a S stamped into it, and it comes with the complete assembly. This will work in the 4R and the 6R. Oh yeah, and keeping the dust out. But when you're doing a quick swap like that and you're not doing a full build, there's some techniques you can do that are pretty easy. It's not super, super bad. Chris, can you do the King Turtle to SKX case? I don't know if they changed the movement holder or not. I do have one here I thought about buying. I probably will. I do have a King Turtle here from Mimo, and I did order, in case you guys missed it, Namoki's. Namoki's is a mod company. They sell cases and parts and all that stuff. They are in the works right now with making a full titanium case and bezel and the crown of an SKX. So I did order one on their pre-sale, and when I get that in, I might actually buy this King Turtle from Mimo and swap it over and just build one. So I've been kind of secretly hoping that I get the bug to build again. So I haven't really been feeling that vibe heavily. So we'll see if I can make it happen. But Romy's asking, did you get your Dorenzos yet? So I only have one coming, which is the brown one, the two-tone brown tan one. And I talked to the owner. It is going to be shipped soon. I don't have it yet. I don't think I have it. Here's the thing, guys. I went to the P.O. box today, and I literally have a stack that's darn near as tall as I am. So I don't know. It could be in that pile. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I really don't know. But it should be on the way. Yeah, the manta ray, the new King Turtle. I should grab it. Let me go grab a couple watches to put on the table. Give me 1 second. I wasn't fully prepared for this video because I had just got done. Like I said, I had just finished up recording the video for that. Volcano Lightning MTG, which is an insane watch, super limited. So this is the King Turtle I had thought about swapping the guts over to on the titanium case, which I think would look very good. The titanium with that really dark surround in there, and then that nice ocean blue, deep ocean blue center part of that. I think that would look really good. So we'll see. I'll have to figure it out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'd like to kill turtles anymore, because that's actually a really good looking turtle. So I almost feel a little bit bad about killing it. So, but not really. I don't know. They made a bunch of them. So am I really killing it, or am I just giving it a better, different life than all of the other ones? And then this is the other watch that Mimo sent over, which is just, I mean, a ton of people have been waiting for this model right here. As soon as it was leaked out, everybody just loved this model, the King or Emperor Samurai, whatever you want to call it, the King Samurai. because it has the ceramic bezel, and just clean overall look to it. And that white dial is just phenomenal. It is more of an off-white dial when you compare it to the Omega. I've shown that in video before, but still a very cool, fun watch. All right. Hey, Random Rob from Rivers. Oh, hey, Rio's checking in. Killer, have you returned the Kobold timepiece yet? No, I still have the Kobold. I have a potential buyer. I meant to email him today, and I haven't done that. So a little. I'm still playing catch up from the sale. I have a few more videos to make and ship and everything like that. I'm always playing catch up, guys. Sid, hey Rob, have you seen or heard about the upcoming SARB? No, there's a new SARB coming out. That's interesting. I'd like to see that. Plastic straw, Rob. Turtle. Killer by day, strap like failure by night. No, I'll probably never live that down. And when I do the video of this crown and buckle, I'll probably have to touch base on what I did wrong, because I took the video down that I had first proclaimed that it was too short, and then an immense amount of people corrected me and explained to me how to better size this. I looked at this right here and I was just like, that's not right. That's not how one of these straps should look, right? Well, it totally works. It works very good. I did wear this for a day or two, I think. But I wanted to throw the watch back on metal, as I only have a couple days left. Plus, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna show you guys this too. I don't know that I really need a knife. Well, maybe I do need a knife. So I'm gonna open up this package with a knife that my buddy Dirk gifted me. Big thanks. So I'm gonna open up this package from Cincy Straps. So there's a strap company in Cincinnati, Ohio, which consequently also just came out with this watch. The Neros. I don't know how to say it yet. So I'll be doing a video on this soon. This is going to be his first micro brand watch, but he was making or having these straps made, and he sent me over as a thank you some straps. Check this out. I don't want to show you that. So this is the company here, Cincy Strap Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. So just south of me. But check these out. He sent over. He has fitted straps for my Tudor Black Bay. Now, I think they fit other Black Bays as well, so hopefully they fit my Black Bay 41, which I'll test out and share with you guys. So there's a nice blue one, and then there's a very fun orange one. But that blue one, I mean, that'll work really good with that dial. No real odor, but nice and flexible. I don't know what kind of material this is exactly. I don't know if it's vulcanized rubber or not. I don't know the price point. I don't know anything about it yet, but should fit right in there. And that might be a really fun way to wear this up. And this is kind of a little bit of more of a pale type orange instead of a bright, vivid orange. So I'm not sure if I will dig that one on there or not, but I'll definitely check it out. Do one orange and one blue. I don't know, man. That's maybe if I had one of those crazy dial colored Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41s, but I don't know that I could do that with this. So this is going to have a nice dramatic turn down, and that's kind of necessary with a 50 millimeter lug to lug. You want it to dramatically turn down, because that's basically, that takes up all of my real estate on my wrist. So you can see it's going to be a nice turn down effect on that. So probably get these mounted up at some point. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, I'm definitely digging it on the bracelet. I really did actually like it, and I wore it at least a week or two on that, where is it? On this Strap Mill Canada vulcanized rubber strap. I really did enjoy that. It wears great on that. So let's see. Oh, somebody got a timeout. Let's see. Any thoughts on the new Seiko cocktails? I have not looked at them, guys. I really haven't been following Seiko a ton. So, blue turtle for some reason. Go to the corner and have a thing. Yeah, this. I'll be doing the video on this one. Actually, I wrote it down. I'll probably record for this one and the Samurai on Wednesday. I'm trying to do a better job of actually picking what days I'm going to be making some of these videos to try to get a little bit better flow going on here, because I have way too many boxes and watches in, guys, like an absurd amount. This is like a constant struggle. I talked to a couple of my chat groups about it. Well, mostly the main chat group. You guys know who you are, but the struggle is real, right? Woe is me. You have so many watches coming in. Boo hoo hoo. Shut up and record. So, and then, trying to do the sales, man, that takes a lot of time, and that's all part of the process, though. That's where I get a lot of my content. So, yeah, Dane, I don't know how I would do that, though, because the majority of them come in for sale. So, Rio is asking, have you ever reviewed and compared your Omega 300 to an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra? No, I've never had an Aquaterra on the channel, as far as I know. Young, I think I've tried the strap mill seatbelt fabric needle. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, the super mod is headed your way. Let's see. Controversial comment. Oh, I had to read it before I actually, spoke it, to make sure it wasn't super controversial. You need to learn to say no to things you like, or else only review them when the watch is always shown upside down to really annoy us. Okay. Oh, like a secret embedded message. CFZ, thank you. I'm doing good. How are you? Well, I don't know that. So my personal taste on a watch, I try not to always bring that out. I know you guys are kind of always looking for it and searching for it, my level of excitement when I show a watch, but you have to keep in mind that's, hopefully if you've watched the channel enough, maybe you'll pick up on it, or maybe I'm obvious with that type of display, but excuse me, I had to take a drink of the beer. I like to show as many watches, just because I like a watch or don't like a watch doesn't mean you might not like the watch or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to show them all because everybody has different taste. So, oh yeah, Dane, I thought I told you. Yeah, I got the Tron back. Safe and sound. It's been sitting in the watch box. The whole lower part of my watch box is G-Shock, so it's the two titanium. I did sell the standard camo one to Jerry, and then I have those two titanium. I have the gold Bling Master. I have the Tron, and then I have a full black steel. So I think I'm good with the squares for now. We'll see what comes up in the future. But Chris Grant, good question. Does Seiko make the best lume? Is there anything better? In my experience, C3, a lot of micro brands use C3X1. Borealis has used it. A bunch of other companies have used it. And the C3X1 is 100% brighter and longer lasting than the Seiko lume. Now, I will say also the Christopher Ward, they call it something else, like G1, X1, 12, 1500. It's basically C3X1 or whatever that is. It's almost the same stuff. It's very good. It's very bright, and it lasts a long time. So the Christopher Ward models with a lot of real estate for lume on them, it has really good lume. The Orient Mako USA 2 lume is phenomenal as well. I do have one of those in. I'll probably do a quick video of it before I get rid of it. Yeah, the Mako USA is really good too. But it's like Seiko good. It's not. You have to handle a watch with the C3X1. It is just superior. You think the Mako is better? We can do a little test with it. Actually, let me go grab it. I'll test it right now. do a Lume test live. Have you ever had an Omega Planet Ocean? No, I have not had a Omega Planet. There's as many watches as I've shown, I still have not handled so many. All right, so what are we going to put this up against? Let's do white dial and white dial. Let's do this guy and this guy. Let's blast them so they're equally charged. That should be plenty. I have some background lighting, and obviously there's other Lume in the area. I would have to say that the handset on the Orient is a little bit brighter than, this is to the naked eye. I don't know what you guys are picking up, but the handset on the Orient is a little bit brighter, like closer to like what the Seiko is, but the indices on the Orient are not as bright as the indices on the Seiko, straight up. That's just to the naked eye, but I'm not saying the Orient's not good. The Orient is definitely good, but the Seiko has a slight edge over it. So Seiko's pretty beast with Lume though, guys. Like you can't show the crystal. I don't have a Christopher Ward here. I shipped it out already. John Lee, is the titanium square G-Shock worth it? I think I've done a video on that. So if you have to ask that, then I would say no. I think that the titanium G-Shock squares are for people that don't have to ask that question. How's the white on the Orient compared to the Omega? Ooh, good question. Let's look at them in the regular light here. It's definitely a matte white. It's going to be, both of these are going to look off-white compared to the Omega. The Omega is just, it's a full-on actual ceramic. So I think you're going to have more of a bright white with the Omega. Like, it's going to be hard to try to top that level of white. I mean, that is, when you think white, it's like looking, when you go television shopping, you guys have ever done this. I'm sure most of you have done this because we're all guys, right? So you go to Best Buy and you're looking at this huge wall of TVs, and then they have this one TV that stands out, and you're like, holy crap, that TV is insane. But you just looked at 10 other TVs for a fraction of the price that looked insane until you've seen the really insane one. That's kind of the same effect you get when you look at watches like this and that all day. You're like, wow, these are so good. These are great, great watches, right? You're looking at this and you're like, that's awesome. That's amazing. And then you might look at it next to a Christopher Ward and you're like, oh, the Ward is like a little bit better. That's actually nicer, right? And then you might put the Ward up against the Omega and you're like, oh, wow, the Omega is even better. Like it's that tiered system. And it's usually coupled with the tiered pricing system, just like any other product. So it's not always the case, but you guys know what watches step those tiers up. Yeah, I agree. I need to order. I want to try the new mesh. Steve, you just mentioned mesh bracelet. I need to order the strap code mesh that actually tapers like 22 down to 20 or whatever. And I don't know if they're 20 millimeter tapers. I don't think it does, but I definitely want to order one up. When's the best time to buy a Christopher Ward? Black Friday ever? If you can get any of the $125 coupon codes, which they have, I think they have some out right now. And basically, I don't think you're really on a really good hot current model on the Christopher Ward lineup. I think 125 is basically what you're going to get off as far as a sale. So I don't know if their prices crept up or whatever. The other thing to keep in mind when you're ordering Christopher Ward is it might be a smart idea. I know this is kind of messed up, but you're going to end up paying it one way or the other. Is you might want to look at buying watches on the strap versus the bracelet. Save the $125. See if that pushes you down to the under $800 mark, and you maybe won't get nicked with taxes. But if you were to get nicked with taxes on that over the $800 thing, that's like $80. So basically that $80 that you just saved, now you could put that towards buying the bracelet. So I don't know, food for thought. I don't know if it still works that way or not, but Oh yeah, I see I got some regulating going on here in the comments. I appreciate it, guys. Keep it clean. Yeah, Steven, it's in certain lights it could look like that. You know how you have like the warm light of the old incandescent light bulb, different Kelvin ratings and everything like that. And then you have the like the crazy bright LED lights. And that's where you get like the different hues of blue and stuff like that. So, and even my studio lights, I actually go with they look like huge, you know, like a compact fluorescent little spirally bulb. It looks like those, but they're like huge. They're really big. And they put off a little bit warmer light, so I don't have that crazy cool blue. I think this is closer to what you would see in natural light, but natural light is obviously the best to view a lot of this stuff in. I keep posting this up in my Discord, and if you guys will post up and talk about what is it? I forget his name, that Tech 69 guy or whatever. How he did like all the rainbow stuff and coloring and stuff like that. Some people just don't get it. Oh yeah, Dane, I forgot about that. That Mystic Mustang. That's actually pretty rare car. But that one kind of changes color. This one, it almost has the illusion that it's changing color, but it really doesn't. It's just how your eyes pick it up, and that's pretty much all on the bezel. So it doesn't really change color. It's just, I don't know. It's not the exact same thing. Yeah, 2,000 of those Mustangs produced in 1996. Like a fool, I never bought one. There's so many cars that I feel like a fool on. You know, people ask me about watches, and do you wish you would have bought this or that? I feel more that way towards vehicles than I do watches. There's really no watch that I regret not buying or selling. So if I sell that watch, no, that one's not even mine. You guys gotta keep in mind most of these watches you see on my channel are not mine. A few of these on the table are mine, right? So like the Omega's mine and the G-Shock Squares are mine, and of course the Tudor's mine. But that's darn near my collection. I'm really down as far as my total number of watches. Yeah, they should have the same module inside here. Somebody just asked if the Tron and the titanium have the same. They should have the exact same screen, or yeah, the module and screen and everything's the same. The difference that might change it, other than the optical illusion of like how it's encased, but the other thing is the titanium has a sapphire crystal, and the steel G-Shock squares have like a mineral crystal. So that would be the big difference that could potentially kind of change the way it looks. That white dial Seiko looks nice. Yeah, it does. Dustin is asking when's the next state of the collection? I'll probably do shoot, I don't know. I could potentially do one soon. These squares never want to stand up. Because I don't know that I'll be buying anything anytime soon. The only watch that keeps recirculating into my mind as far as purchasing is really the Tudor North Flag. So I could make a move on a Tudor North Flag before the end of the year. There's a slight possibility that could happen, but we'll see. Somebody just asked, I didn't pay attention to who it was, sorry, how I liked the all black G-Shock Square. I like this one. It's pretty much keeper status in my collection right now, even though I haven't worn it a ton, partly because I'm doing this watch fast and I haven't been cycling through my collection. And I'm going to do it again next month. I'm going to do it with the Omega Seamaster. So I'm going to be kind of messed up again with my collection for a little bit, but these squares that I have right now are pretty much keepers, with the exception of I haven't had a chance to really play with the blue camo. I haven't had a chance to mess with this watch yet. So, but in the absence of the other camouflage one, I suspect that I'll probably hold on to this one until maybe something better catches my eye. But I would like to wear this one for a while and get it in natural light. So yeah, Dane's going through withdrawals too. just wearing the Zelos is causing him angst. So there's the blue camo on wrist. I'm digging it. Let's see. Jim says, Rob, do you ever sell gifted watches? How do you feel about that? I have. Kind of depends on how they're gifted. I usually get clearance for it. It's usually more of like a channel donation to basically do with what I need to do with it. So yeah, I do sell those. But I do have a gifted watch. Like for example, my SKX009 was a gift from my buddy Mike from Desire 68 channel. And I'm not selling this one. So certain ones I keep, certain ones I sell. Depends on what the issue or the scenario behind it is. Nick is here. Pumpernickel, have I ever reviewed a Marathon T-SAR? I'd have to look back. I think I have. It sounds like I did, but I'm not 100% sure. Rio's asking, hey, Random Rob, have you... Do you have a Zin in your collection? I don't currently have a Zin in the collection. Why are we getting trolls all of a sudden? 'Tis the season, man. Because certain people, Dane, certain people just love to get attention. So, and if I don't give them attention, then they're going to just keep posting up and hope that you give them attention. And, you know, you're giving them attention. So, let's see. Dustin, am I going to get another Manta? No, I don't think I'll be buying another Manta. I do have one on the way. I believe, I don't know if it's the one that Mark from Average Bros just reviewed, the white dial one. I think that's being sent over to me. So I should have that. It might even be in this pile. I don't know, to be honest with you guys. I got to rip through these boxes and stuff. So even after this live, I'll drop the video for this guy here, the Volcano Lightning, and then I'll probably clean my mess up, and then I'll record an unboxing video. So a lot of these videos, when you guys see them, they're recorded like really fresh. So Raza, let's open some boxes. Yeah, I don't know. I like to, I get a ton of views from open the boxes. So Matt, yes. So I'm due to actually haul the cardboard out to the recycle. I just go to a local place where they have, you know, the big containers, and I just throw them all in there. But usually like once a month, I'll fill a van full of cardboard and take it away. So yeah, so Kevin, I think that's the one I'm getting in, is the white quote silver noble. I think that's the one they're sending me. Kevin, thoughts on the Longines Hydro Conquest ceramic? I like the green. I haven't checked out one in person, so yeah, Dane. Hopefully you've answered Pumpernickel's question. So the Flippers Paradise. That's all in my Discord, which is where my Patreons all communicate, and there's a lot of sales and trades and tours and all kinds of stuff going on in there. But everybody's, you know, some of the most positive people in the hobby are in my Patreon and in that group. So that's how that group operates, because as soon as there's any sort of negativity or something like that, basically that person has to go. Yeah. So that's why Dane's here, to help me out. And then hopefully I send him a bunch of watches. Hey, the Big Risk is calling it a night. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you on the next one. Let me see. I can probably open one box. Hold on. I got a tiny box here. But I can't show, because there's an address on it. I can't show on screen opening it. So I'm going to do it off screen. It's right over here. But I can't show the address on it. So and thankfully I'm using a very sharp knife that my buddy Dirk gave me. Oh, this thing's like lock bars pretty stiff on that. So I got the love note in there. I always like to have that so I know what the situation is with it. All right, let's see what we have here. Hopefully it's not bees. Let's see. Oh no, what is this? This might actually be. Oh, I was just watching a video on this watch earlier today. This is the Christopher Ward. What is it called? This, I forget what the model's called, but it's a nicely sized. Wow, this thing's really wrapped up. I need to probably invest in some of this wrap. This is good for shipping watches. So it's the Christopher Ward. It's the 38 millimeter vintage, whatever I think it's called, something like that. It's a non-screw down crown, which is kind of a bummer, but it's still I think 100-meter water resist. I think that's what it says on the dial, 1 or 150. But it has their really nice clasp system. I'm a big fan of that. The quick release bracelet. Their bracelets are top notch. Their watches are really top notch. It's too bad they use a marketing company that, I don't know if anyone watches my videos from their marketing company. They probably hate me saying this, but their marketing company sucks. Like, they're a pain in the butt to deal with, and they're very inconsistent with communicating with me personally, and maybe I'm just not their type of channel they want to work with, and that's fine. I could just show less Christopher Wards on the channel, so. So there you go. That's a very, very cool looking watch. For somebody with a little bit smaller wrist, I mean, I could wear it, obviously, but with somebody with, it's already sized for my wrist, so that must be what size the owner was wearing. So, but very cool watch. No, we're not. I'm not boycotting any brand. Christopher Ward makes killer watches. I 100% endorse their watches. They make really good watches. I just don't like their marketing, the company that they chose. And I don't know, maybe I'll email them again tomorrow because I'd like to see the actual new super compressor watch. But I feel like I shouldn't have to reach out to them, right? They should. I have an open line of communication with them, so every time they come out with a new model, they should be like, "Hey, Rob, we want to send the super compressor over to you. What color would you like?" Instead, all I hear is crickets. Nobody contacts me, so I have to reach out to them. Meanwhile, they send out all these other watches to these other places. So that's where I'm kind of like, the prima donna in me picks up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, screw you guys. For one, I know I'll get one on the channel eventually. I shouldn't have to beg for it. Don't prima donna, keep working. I do, Nick. The other issue is, like, I'm going to go out there and beg to see watches, right? And I can't keep up with what I have. So it's one of those things, I can't, I legit can't keep up with what I even have going on right now. So to solicit even more watches, it's a very difficult thing. Well, Rio, I'm actually kind of hoping I'm inspired by this titanium case because I love titanium watches and I like the SKX watch. So when Namoki's come out with that titanium case, then that I was like instant buy. I had the money in my PayPal. I saw that email and I was like, yep, I'll take it. And then I was thinking I'll figure out what to build. I knew I was gonna want to do a turtle swap, but I don't know if it's this one. This one's really good looking, and I think it would look good with the titanium case. But I'm not sure if that's the route I'm gonna go yet. I'll maybe, because there's gonna be more turtles out there for sure. So. But we'll see. Yeah, I think it would. And I might just do that because, you know, I can get that. I can pick that up from Mimo. I have the Nemoki's case. I don't, it's not going to be here till like November. That gives me time. I'll pick out what crystal I want, what bezel I want, and all that stuff. So, wow, look at you killing the trolls. Rob, have I ever Tudor Pelagos on the channel? No. Or actually, the Zen 556, I don't think I've had on the channel either. So, both those at one point I will have on the channel at some point. Um, I know my buddy Craig, he has the Pelagos. So I have, you know, next time I go downstate or something like that, I could just bring some gear and I could probably just record the video right in his house. I could probably bust that out. And then what would I do with the 556? I'm sure somebody in my Patreon group or on the Discord or whatever probably has one. I'm sure I could borrow one. Or I could potentially even, I could just buy one, I guess. We'll see. But again, it's one of those things, it's a balancing thing. Yeah, so many people, a few people mentioned that new Alpinist. The new Alpinist looks great, guys. The pictures I have looked at of the new Alpinist looks really good. So, is there room, Jordan? Yeah, hit me up, Jordan. Email me, and I'll get you taken care of. But really, if you're going to join, so there is room in the, yeah, Chaz. This is the new manta ray turtle. So there is room in the Patreon, and then that would get you access to the Discord, but only if you do the what do you call it? The founders category, which is $10 a month. And I know it's a lot of money, but I'm telling you, you'll get your money's worth. And if you don't, then just bail. It's no big deal. So obviously you can join the $5 a month group, and that's unlimited. But in the $5 a month group, you would get the yeah. So there's still room in the founders. I opened it up a little bit, not much though. The $5 group, you still get the early access to the watch sales, and that's kind of it, really. So obviously you can talk to me and everything, but Gunter is asking, have I ever reviewed the Melbourne Watch Company? No, but I do have one in stock right now. Somebody sent one in, so I'll be doing that video soon, maybe this weekend coming up. So turtle sweet, but I would like to see a higher end movement inside. Well, I think so. Really, that's a good topic, Daryl. So the turtle is sweet, and I agree with you. However, you are also right. It would be nice to see a better movement. What model you really need to look at is the Willard. So there's the black dial one and the green dial one. That is a little bit smaller than the turtle, a little bit thinner looking or feeling. I don't know if it actually is thinner, and it has the next up movement, the 6R35, I think, or something like that. So a little bit better movement. I like the Willard watch way more than the turtle. I actually like the Willard even more than the SKX. I think out of the entire Seiko lineup right now, the Willard is probably my favorite diver watch out right now. Ooh, Kevin, that would be sweet. Yeah, I'm sure Seiko's going to exploit the new Willard case one. I'm still waiting for Mimo to get in the green dial one. When he got the green dial one, and I was going to pick it up. I think the green dial one comes on a strap in the US. So I was going to order the green dial one and then order a mesh strap for it and just forget about the bracelet. I don't care about the bracelet. I'll get a strap code mesh for it, and I think that'll look killer. And then I could, you know, different straps and everything on it too. So that is probably one of my quote affordable watches that I might add this year, other than the Tudor North Flag. Do I think anybody will knock off? Yeah, if it's Seiko, someone's going to knock it off for sure. Gunter says he has the original Willard. I'm assuming you mean the actual original Willard that it was based on from like the, what, 60s or something? That's pretty cool. I've handled a couple of those. Chris, are you not feeling good? A couple of comments on here. Girlfriend's keeping an eye on you? Jordan will be sending over the Frost Monster unless somebody wants to buy it in the chat. Somebody buy Jordan's Frost Monster in the chat. No, I have a couple Frost Monsters that are supposed to be coming over. That's fine. Send them in. Oh, 1973, Gunther. Okay. Almost my birth year watch. Give me a new orange monster. Like the new 4th gen. We'll see. We will see a 4th gen orange monster. I almost guarantee it. Let's see. Oh, you got one on the hook, Jordan. Todd's asking how much for the Frost Monster. There it is. We're gonna have a sale live right in the chats. What is the Frost? Oh man, I don't have any Frost Monsters here to show. Oh, okay, Chris, that's good. You're okay. Where does the Zen 104 lack? I see everyone likes them, but ends up selling them. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know if it's one of those things that it's just because you can. I think because they kind of hold their value, so it's almost like a money in the bank, like you have that asset sitting there that's never really depreciating. So, and then you might get your eye on something else, and you're like, well, the Zen 104, I can basically sell it for a very nominal loss. And if you have a limited model, you can usually make a couple bucks on it, and then you could buy something else. And then you also know that there is a ton of Zen 104s, so you can always just pick up another one. Worst case scenario, even though they did just raise the price, so now this might change, like the hit on them. I don't know if Zen raising their price will drag, all the used Zins up a notch too. I don't know if that's how it's going to work or not, but the Zen 104 is just safe, and to a certain level, it is slightly, sublime or boring or whatever like that. It doesn't make it less cool of a watch. It's absolutely a cool watch, but for a lot of people, it doesn't have the stay power. Yes, Ruben, this is the Orient Mako USA 2 in the white dial. From what I understand, these are actually getting a little harder to find too. Ooh, nice bezel action on this one. So I'll have to get this one wound up and test it and see what it's running at and everything like that. So should have the sapphire crystal and all that. Yep, nice value. Good watch there. I wish the crown was a little larger or maybe a little easier to grip. That would be my only gripe with the Orient Mako and the rays and all that. CFZ, between your Black Bay and your Seamaster, do I have a favorite? Well, no, I'm going to reserve judgment on that. I can't answer that question yet. I mean, spec-wise in my heart and everything like that, I want to say the Omega. I would lean a little bit towards the Seamaster over the Tudor. But I've absolutely fallen in love with the Tudor Black Bay 41 Blue Dial over this last month on the Watch Fast. But October is going to be 100% the Omega Seamaster. So that's why I want to kind of, and I'll probably do a video talking about that at one point. But yeah, I think I can't answer that question yet. How's the bezel on the Mento? Oh, let's check it out. I can tell you this. It looked like the bezel lines up with the dial, and I think the chapter's twisted to the left just a little bit. It's really smooth, audible, very Seiko-like, if that makes sense. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, like that. Yeah, it's very smooth. It is not stiff at all. I don't have any other. Let's try the other Seiko here. Yeah, this one's like perfect too. That one kind of lines up. I'll tell you who has a good bezel action is Christopher Ward does. But this Omega's bezel. So I've owned the previous generation Omega, and I do have to say the bezel action on that actually kind of was poor. And if you've ever had a, well, most of you guys have dive watchers, grab one of your dive watchers, one of the cheaper ones, or even more expensive one, and like just push down on the bezels, just the way they're constructed. And, you know, they're going to move a little bit. This one moves up and down a little bit to the case spacing here. But this one's way tighter. That previous generation Omega I had a lot of slop in it and was just not very nice bezel action. This one's clean and precise all the way through the rotation. This they've perfected. This one is very nice. I'm excited to wear this watch this entire next month. Really? Nefarian is saying, I don't know what it is. I can't stand the action on my Oris Aquas. Doesn't move at all, though. It must just be the feel of it or something, I guess. Oh, Terry's chiming in. Yeah, the Black Bay 58. So the Tudor bezel action. If you ever get a chance, if you don't own one or have never tried one, swing into an authorized dealer, even if you have no intention of buying a Tudor, and just pick up any of the Black Bays, you know, have the salesperson show it to you and turn it. It is the absolute best 60 click bezel you will ever feel. It is so clean and just like the all the way around. It is so good, so clean. So very, very good bezel action. Wow, my admin group is busy tonight. I don't know what is going on. It's not even a full moon, is it? I don't know what people's problem is. You guys selling a watch in the comment. Jordan, you better give them a good deal. Trolls are on. See, now this bezel action is much more like micro brandish. And it's not bad. It's just, it's very snappy. So it's still a really good bezel. It's just, there's so many different ways to construct a bezel. And they're all pros and cons for each one of them. Oh, you like this one? Yeah, this one is very cool. I can see about sending it over to you as well, Chris. I need to bust the video out on it. So this is a watch. Oh shoot, who did it? Was it Ghost Watch? I think Ghost Watch did the video on it. If I can find this video, if I try to remember, I'll put a link in the description in the show notes after this video is done. And then he sent it over to me. This is the owner of Cincy Strap Company. Actually started, if I'm getting my facts right. I'm known to be wrong. I could be wrong, but could have been right too. This is their new micro brand. So nicely sized watch, very good looking. Love the blue on this one. Kind of nice clean look to it. Design. Did I get your postcard? I don't think so. Did you send it to my P.O. box? P.O. Box 230? Hopefully. Design. Hit me up, I guess, later. Francisco Vargas. Rob, what do you think about the new Nissan Z? I think that car is freaking awesome. I love the way it looks. All I've looked at is, I haven't like fully dove into the new Nissan Z car, but I think it looks great. They're doing a twin turbo V6 in it, I think. Should have some pretty good power levels, plenty of opportunity for modding later. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that car. It's very good. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a manual transmission. So whereas like the new Supra, which is basically the Dane Super Speeder Rob's he's an interesting fellow. Don't always get hung up on what that guy thinks. Um, the That's an exciting car for people that are hardcore. Yeah, so the new Supra is basically the BMW Z3 or whatever. I know it's different. There's a lot of other things going on with it, but and it's a it's a very capable car. But yeah, and the Supra is a really cool car. I really do like it. I think people have modded them up really good. But that new Nissan is just phenomenal looking. So these are both really good looking watches too. Yeah, Z4, not Z3. Thoughts on the new smaller Alpinist? I think everybody that loves the Alpinist and the Seiko Explorer type watches like that are going to love those new Alpinists without the inner rotating bezel. I think everyone's going to like those. They look great to me. Oh, Dane. Kicking the East Coasters. I mean, Super Speeder Rob has an insane knowledge of higher end cars, but it also kind of jades him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like his expectations to what some of these cars are going to be like is slightly just biased towards like freakishly supercar, right? So when you come out with a Nissan Z car, it's a Nissan Z car. Throughout all of Nissan's history, the Z car was for the working man. They're not a premium car. They're not the extreme car. They're like a regular everyday type. Like you and I could go in and buy one, you know. Chris, I agree with you. I do like Tavares. He does a really good job. So, but he doesn't deal with like these newer things. You know, his channel is more about. Yeah, no, funny. That's a good analogy. The Nissan Z would be kind of like a Mustang. So, hey Dane, we could probably go visit Tavares, isn't he? He's in Florida somewhere. We could probably stop in and see him. I don't know where he's at exactly, but Kevin, can't expect a GTR for Z money. Correct. CFZ, no. You're probably the smartest one in this whole conversation right now. The Miata is actually the answer to all of your car enthusiast questions. The Miata is the answer. Oh, he's in Orlando? We could rip over there. That's probably what? Yeah, 90 minutes? I doubt he'll respond to you and I, but I can try to send a message to him and be like, hey, I want to give you a watch. Maybe if I tell him I'm going to bring him a watch, we can go visit him and he can check out your Mustang and I can give him a watch. Maybe then we could have a little meeting with him. That would be kind of fun. I'm sure he's a crazy busy guy though. So, and he probably gets comments like that all the time. So, you know, my channel's 40 or 41,000 or something like that. So I don't know if he's going to pay attention to me, but I can try. Give him a Zelos. I don't know. I have to think about. I'd have to think about what I could give him. I'd have to give him. He works on cars a lot. It'd have to be a G-Shock. And I don't know if he would like a square or not. He might. I don't know. We'll think about it. It would have to be a G-Shock though. Yeah, let's see. Oh, IMJMV is down in Tampa as well. A Frogman. That's a good suggestion, Terry. I'd have to find out his wrist size, but yeah, Frogman could work. I don't know if he's an analog guy or a digital guy. We'll see. If I reach out to him and he gets back to me, then we'll see. Let's see. Rio's asking, have I considered getting a Nomos Yonkers Johans like you have the Zin? I've looked at them and I've looked at certain models and I have appreciation for all of them, but no, I wouldn't buy any of them. And Chris, no, I probably wouldn't collab with him. I would probably get a very short clip of me, like maybe giving him a watch and maybe take some pictures or short video or something like that. And he's not going to want to collab with me. I'm just a nobody, right? So So what's he going to give you? Just a tour of it. I would just like to see the guy's garage. He's got some uniquely weird cars. He doesn't have like regular everyday cars. He's restored insane weird builds, and he's doing like a McLaren or something right now. So he's always got weird crap going on. And as crazy as Tavares is, I think I could actually probably hang out with Jared more, and that's the bigger, taller guy that always helps him work on and stuff like that. If you've watched his videos, so put the bolts in. I'm not. There's no way I'm driving the Wagoneer down to Florida. I'm taking the JL down, so I can have I'm gonna have the Wrangler down, so I can have the roof off. So no, I'm gonna put these in. I looked at them the other day. I actually opened the door and I looked at the pins, and I thought, yeah, that might be kind of a pain in the butt. So I mean, it has started. I have looked at it. So the next step is to actually get off my butt and do it, right? Yeah, wow, he's blown up. Yeah, he's got a great channel, and he's got energy, and he's positive. So that's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do in life, period. So, Todd, I'll stay on a little bit longer because I know you're trying to work that deal with Jordan, but I'm gonna probably take off here in a minute. You don't think the door pins on that? Well, you've probably actually done them. I don't know. They look like they might be a bugger to get at, but I have some good drift pins and some good hammers, and I'm assuming that's what I'm going to need. So once I get them out, these bad boys will go in, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, I should wrench every day. I do on my day job. I do wrench every day. So, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm done. I'll see you on the next vid. Oh, I'm going to post up the video for that. So as soon as this is done, that video will go up. I'll see you guys in the next vid.